guys, what's up? It's Laura, and I'm back again with another video. This one is looking a little bit different, but it is going to be a scrapbook with me. So I've been talking about it in a lot of my vlogs. I have previously done a scrapbook and bullet journal haul, and I'm finally getting to this scrapbook for my husband Jake, who I've been with for like 13 years and married for like 2.5. So there's a lot of history, but I'm basically making him this scrapbook, and I thought I would just take you guys on the journey with me. So, ooh, sorry for my phone. If you want to sit back and relax and just be here while I do this scrapbook, then you can. I tried to make it watchable, so I'm not like talking through it or anything. I just filmed it all and focused on doing the scrapbook, and now I'm voiceovering it. So yeah, if I had done it, well, like if I had done the actual, like when I do my plan with me's, or the day by days, I guess, I talk through and like put down the stickers. If I had done that with this and like done the whole thing with you guys, it would have been really bad because some of them were like an hour long. And I don't think y'all have time for that, honestly, especially when I'm doing 20 pages. So, in case you missed it, quick recap. I did buy a photo album from Hobby Lobby. Do not support Hobby Lobby, but for budget purposes, I must buy what I got to. So the album had 10 sleeves, so I'm doing 20 pages, one on each side. And we have been together for 13 years. 2012 to 2014 is 13 individual years. So I'm doing a page for each one of those. And then additionally, I'm doing 7 random categories. So we're starting this off with the 7 random categories. And I basically just have pictures from a lot of specific events in our lives, and I categorize them. I actually asked Jake if he could guess all of them, and he did, without a problem, which is kind of crazy because if you were to put your life into like 7 categories with like a best friend or like your partner or like whatever, and you've been together for like that long or like been, hanging out for that long, like if you're able to do that, that's like cool. So, like, I feel like everyone's categories would be different too. That's what I'm saying. But this first one is graduations. Because graduations are just like awesome. I love graduations. They're always emotional. They're just so something to be so proud of, and they're fun and they show your accomplishments, and we've done all of our graduations together pretty much. I mean, the important ones. So, we did graduate high school in 2014. By the way, this is a voiceover and I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to voice over, so I'm just going to tell you like what I'm doing. If you'd prefer something different for the other videos coming up, I am splitting this up into 4 parts. So this is the first 5 pages in this video, and then the rest are pretty much going to be years. So at least I can tell you like the years, but right now I'm like, anyways. So we graduated high school in 2014. We met in 10th grade honors English class, and we started dating when we became juniors in high school, and we stayed together. We both decided to go to University of Maryland College Park together, which was basically a safety school for Jake and a reach for me. He ended up not getting into like 4 out of 8 schools. He said, we talked about it recently, and I got into all of the schools because UMD was my reach. So we went. He was always going to go to UMD. His family has gone there, and he's just like always been a terp. My sister went to UMD, and basically a third of our high school ends up going to UMD, and it's just like a thing. So we all went to UMD. It's a great school. I love it to death. Like, I have nothing bad to say about UMD. So, oh my God. Okay, I just had to slow this down because my intro was so long. But we went to UMD together. We graduated both in 2018. And then I went and got a master's at GW, and I graduated during COVID, so I didn't have my graduation on the mall, which was what I was most excited about. Going to George Washington University is it's iconic because I think only that and American University have their graduations on the mall. I might be wrong, but it's pretty hard to reserve out the mall, and I'm talking about the National Mall, which is like the Washington Monument and Lincoln Memorial and Capitol Strip in Washington, D.C. Um, but yeah, also I spelled my high school wrong here, which is like, am I okay? No. That's not how my high school is spelled. There's another T. So I'm gonna have to go back and fix that, which is great. I just checked and I was like, did I fix that? Because how did I not know how to spell my high school? But yeah, basically this is my graduation page or our graduation page. Jake did not get a master's degree or anything. He hopped right into the workforce right after college. I went and got a master's degree and a master's certificate, and that was what was needed to pursue what I wanted to do with my life at the time and what I'm still doing. But yeah, so I ended up graduating with my master's degree in 2021, 3 years after. So this is basically encompassing all those graduations because Jake was still my ride or die all through grad school. Couldn't have done it without him. So I included that too. And these fun, like Maryland things I included were from a magazine that Jake got in the mail because he's like pays to be an alumni or something. I don't know. But I was like, this stuff is cute. So I included it. And I do think this is one of the best pages because of those scraps. I will say a lot of this scrapbook is lacking the scraps. So I might go back and add more. I've already added more to some pages. I think for the most part, all the overview shots at the end here, which we're getting into this one here, will show the most recent. But I will at the end of this whole series, whenever that may be, because I'm still in the middle of scrapbooking, I will do an overview and a flip through of the whole scrapbook if you're interested. So yeah, because I do end up having to add more things because my scraps are just not scrapping, but I do my best. In case you missed it, I did haul like where I got most of this stuff, so I'd recommend checking that haul. I'll link it down below. But that's where I got most of the stuff. I got my photos printed on like Snapfish or Walgreens, got my papers from Hobby Lobby, got my scrapbook from Hobby Lobby. And then I got most of my stickers and stuff, honestly, from Temu and some of the stuff from Temu, and then also just like Michael's and Hobby Lobby. But this is pretty budget friendly, so I wasn't trying to spend like a bunch of money on this, so that's why I don't have stickers for literally every occasion. And that's why I don't have I don't have scraps for every occasion because I actually made Jake a scrapbook um right before we went to college. So we had been dating for like 2 or 3 years. And so all the scraps are in that one. And also I just can't find anything anymore. So I apologize. If you want to see a flip through at the end and hopefully I can get more scraps, let a girl know. Anyways, we're moving on to the sports page, which is really fun. We love sports. I wish I could have included every sport because if I'm being honest, we have pretty much seen like every sports together. So I did include the Terps, which is like basketball and football mainly, but like we have definitely gone to baseball, soccer. I've been to Terps swimming stuff. Like we've field hockey, literally you name it, we've been to it. Unfortunately, I just don't have pictures of every occasion, or if I do, it's now lost because this relationship is just there's a lot. There's a lot. we've been dating during the Instagram era, and there's too many pictures and I post too much. So it's too hard for me to narrow it down. I also made sure to include the Commanders and the Orioles, which are his favorite team. I've explained it before, but the Orioles basically were Washington, D.C. fans, but the Orioles are a Baltimore team, and Jake was middle named Ripken, which is the Orioles' not favorite, famous player. Um, Cal Ripken Jr. So the Orioles have been around this area for longer. The Nationals just came in the 2000s. They were previously, I think, the Montreal Expos, correct me if I'm wrong. So they're new. So if you're a Nats fan, you're like a new baseball fan in this area. If you're an Orioles fan, you're an OG baseball fan. But we are Commanders fans, or I'm not going to say the other word, obviously, Washington football team fans. We're obviously Terps fans because we went to University of Maryland, still go to the football games and basketball games. The Caps, we're not really like ice hockey fans, but we've been to so many Caps games because Jake did work for the company who owned the Caps, the Wizards, which I didn't include in this, which is terrible of me. I'm sorry. Oops. Um, and like the Mystics and a bunch of other teams, but the Caps won the Stanley Cup right after Jake joined, so we got to see the Stanley Cup and do a whole photo op, which was fun. Like I said, I really couldn't include all the sports, unfortunately, so I feel like this page is kind of sad, honestly, for that. We've also been to so many Washington Spirit games since they played at the soccer fields that I played at when I was playing soccer growing up. Like we've seen Alex Morgan, we've seen Megan Rapinoe, we've seen Abby Wambach, we've seen I don't know. But we just saw Trinity Rodman the other day, and we also just went to the Commanders Ravens game the other day. So yeah. Unfortunately, couldn't include all the sports. We've also done tennis matches. Jake works really closely with the people who do the City Open, and so we've gone to lots of City Opens, and my dad's really into tennis. We also love pickleball. Pickleball is a great sport. So we're just really into sports, and I love sports, and I think sports are great. So yeah, I think this page turned out really cute. I love the Maryland flag I put in the background. But unfortunately, also on these pages, you can only fit so many pictures. And like, yeah, I kind of put a lot of Maryland photos, but like, that's like our memories, you know? So unfortunately, I couldn't include every single sports thing, but you get the vibes. That is the sports page. I think it is super duper cute. And yeah, I love the different vibes and colors we've got going on with all the stickers. So that one is very cute, and I just love sports. Go sports. Okay, next I will say I have added like some little deco bits since this one, but I did end up doing a whole page dedicated to Thailand because we've gone 3 times, and it's always easily like some of our best memories together are made in Thailand. We've been to a lot of places together, countries, cities, states, places, etc. But Thailand is just where it's at. And maybe I'm biased, but I mean, when I told Jake to guess the categories, he 100% guessed Thailand. So, and also we just have so many pictures because it's a beautiful place. And I highly advocate for all of you people to go to Thailand because it's a great place. Okay? So, the first time we went to Thailand was in 2016. So we were juniors in college. We had just finished, or no, we had just finished sophomore year of college. So that was Jake's first time. And we did go to Krabi, which is down south. My family is in Bangkok, so we're always in Bangkok And then my family has like a little nice hotel resort in like 2 hours from Bangkok, but it's not like down south, like where the water is blue, and it's not like the best beach. So we do end up flying when we go to the south. So we went to Krabi, we went snorkeling. The water was so blue. We stayed at this really nice resort that had like a pool in the middle, and those were the mountains. We were just swimming. I think we went stand up paddleboarding possibly. And then we of course went to the Grand Palace, which is in Bangkok, which is like it's by where my family's house is. So yeah, we go to the Grand Palace, I think every trip. Maybe we didn't go in 2018. We went in 2018 right after we graduated college. And usually, not usually, but recently we've been only going for like family reunions. So my family is quite big there. So all my cousins go and their babies, and like it's quite a lot. But in 2018, we went after we graduated college and no one else was there. And so we had each other, but like no one spoke English, and we kind of just did our own thing. So we ended up going up to Chiang Rai, and my dad surprised us both without telling us, and just brought us to an elephant place where we rode elephants, which I know is controversial. But yes, I've done it a million times, unfortunately. And Jake got to like feed the elephants, and it was just fun. We went in the water with the elephants, and it was really fun. And then we went to like the White Temple, which I believe is featured, yes. And we went to the Blue Temple, and we went to the Black Temple. Like these is literally the names of them. But I'm sure some of y'all maybe know the White Temple. But Chiang Rai is up north, so that was our trip then. Um and yeah, it was really, really fun. And then in 2022, we went again with Jake's fam, and we had a second wedding. I don't think we went anywhere extra. We just went to like the usual, like my family's resort, which is only 2 hours away. We didn't fly anywhere extra, I should say, because we had our wedding and we were quite busy, and we had another family reunion, so everyone was there, which was really, really, really fun. But yeah, we are going to Thailand. We're supposed to go in 2025 in the beginning, so really looking forward to that. I just love Thailand so much. And yeah, my dad is from Thailand and immigrated to America, if you are curious why I love Thailand so much. Um, but yeah, I added some of these stickers that reminded me of Thailand, like the sun and the coconut. I had some Thailand vinyls, stickers, vinyls, I don't know, whatever, die cut stickers. So I included those. But yeah, these random sticker packs were all from Temu, and they kind of sucked, honestly, but I guess these were the vibes. I did end up adding these like little sparkly bits. I don't know if you guys can tell. Um, but yeah, I thought this one was cute-ish. It's kind of underwhelming, but it is what it is. Thailand's great, and it's hard to put in the greatness of Thailand onto one page, if you get what I'm saying. So yeah. Moving on, the next one, major category I decided to do was my wedding, our wedding. Jake 100% wouldn't care that I just said that, but I just said my wedding like it was my wedding. So we had two weddings, like I said. One, they were both in 2022, but one was in Maryland and one was in Bangkok. So it's mainly the Maryland one because, like we said the other day, when we're talking about our wedding, we're talking about the Maryland one. We were having Yom Kippur with like a bunch of people, and they were asking about which wedding we were talking about. But yeah, we got married on May 28th. It was like Memorial Day weekend. It It was a Saturday. It was perfect. I put our wedding invite, which I loved. Our colors were like pink and green. And so this color in the flower pattern background reminded me of it. And yeah, it was just a great day. The cake was amazing, so I made sure to include the cake. I even included our little wedding favor. I put a picture of that in. And yeah, it was just a really great day. I probably might maybe add more to this page, honestly, but like I said, if you guys want to see a flip through at the end, I'm just gonna end up adding maybe some like planner stickers, honestly. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Um, but yeah, this was great. And then we also got married on December 30th. Not married, but we had like a wedding ceremony celebration thing on December 30th, which was our like, God, 10 and a half years, something. I don't know. Some half year anniversary from us for us. I think, yeah, I think it was 10 and a half years. So we had it in Bangkok and we FaceTimed Dolly in. My mother-in-law couldn't make it and she graciously watched Oliver for us. So she FaceTimed us at 4 in the morning there for us. And Ollie was asleep, but he was in on the ceremony and it was really nice. And we had that at my family's restaurant and my cousin set up this really nice party. And that one was just like a lot more intimate and smaller, but it was just also like really good food and just fun and great overall day. But the one in Maryland was just like more traditional and like we, you know, did the whole dang thing. But yeah, loved getting married. 10 out of 10 recommend getting married to the love of your life because it is 100% worth it. And it is just a great old time. And I literally, nothing in my life has been as good as either of those days. And I hope to one day have a day that is, but honestly, those weddings were just 10 out of 10 amazing. Very grateful to have two because I'm very lucky. Jake needs to throw me a wedding in one of his places of origin. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, wedding was great. I included the wedding invite because like that's like the only scrap I have. No, I need to look for more scraps. Honestly, I did a terrible job looking for scraps and I just really need to get this footage off my phone. So that is why I am saying if you would like another flip through, let me know. I will say the doggo page, which is what we're ending on, is a banger and the one that took me an hour. And there's lots of great things because of course I go all out on the doggos page. If we were to go out on all out on any page, it would have to be the doggos page. But yeah, here I am like, oh, let's add more scraps. So I added like the favor. But I honestly probably have more stuff like in my office that I'm in right now that I could add to this page just because like there's reminders of my wedding everywhere. Like, should I just cut off a piece of my veil and put it on? No, I'm kidding. My veil is hanging in my office. That's why I said that. But that is the weddings page. It was great. It was iconic. I might add more to this, like I said, because I feel like I could, but it's really fun. And the wedding was great. And then we're finally moving on to the last page. Again, let me know if you guys would like to see these videos in like a different format or something. I really just filmed it and then filmed the after and was like voiceovering it all. That's basically what I've done, if you can't tell. So like I don't know if I could add or take away anything that would be of interest for you guys, that would make these videos more enjoyable, but let a girl know. I'm also so freaking thirsty and I have no drink with me, so sorry if I'm parched. But we're ending on a banger, guys. We are ending on a banger. I'm so sure that if you are a consistent person who like watches my videos, you could have probably guessed that one of the categories was going to be dogs, right? Comment down below. I should have had you guys guess at the beginning what the categories would have been, but I feel like a lot of you guys could have guessed doggos. So here we are with the doggos page. And you already know I had all the supplies for this one, of course. When in drought, when in drought of other supplies. When I don't have other supplies, I don't know what when in drought means, but I just made that up. But basically, when you don't have your other supplies, I will always have doggo supplies. So basically, I couldn't include all of Jake's dogs, unfortunately, because didn't have a picture of all of them and didn't look hard enough. But we have Jack here to represent the 3 golden retrievers he had growing up. He had Jack, Maggie, and Scarlet. I think both of those pictures are Jack. I thought one of them was Maggie, but apparently they're both Jack, so I'm sorry. We also have Maisie there. Maisie was my childhood dog that ended up my parents letting me keep her. They gave me to her after 2 years of college. When I lived in dorms, they watched her, and then my mental health was declining junior year of college, like really bad. So my parents let me have her junior year, and I moved into the only apartment around campus. It was off campus technically, but it was basically on campus. But it was nice old apartment that allowed dogs. It was the only one at the time. I think now they're more friendly about it, but yeah, lived in that apartment. And then Jake moved in with me, and we took care of Maisie together, and she became our dog. And Jake is pictured here in 2019 taking her to Take Your Dog to Work Day when he worked at Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C., where the Wizards and Caps play and all the concerts happen. And we lived basically a block from there. And yeah, he had Take Your Dog to Work Day. I don't know why his current job doesn't have that. I don't know why none of my jobs have ever had that. But Maisie luckily got to go because Ollie would die for a Take Your Dog to Work Day. Ollie would love that. But yeah, Maisie was a Shih Tzu, and she was the love of my life. And she passed away in 2021. We actually decided we were going to get a little golden doodle, Oliver, and we got him as last pick. Jake was very picky on what type of golden doodle he wanted. It had to have straight hair because he didn't want to deal with a curly haired one, which is, I'm sorry if you have a curly haired doodle, and because that is just so offensive of my husband. I obviously don't have those thoughts. I love all dogs, but no, I'm kidding. No, so he was just very picky, and so he really liked Ollie's parents. So we got on the wait list for Ollie. We got last pick. Ollie was the runt. No one wanted him. He was 4 pounds when we got him, and he was born in July 2021. Our dog Maisie died September 5th, 2021, and we found out we were getting Oliver last pick that day, and we were driving home because I was about to be in my friend's wedding, and she ended up passing away that night, the day we found out we were getting him. And the thing is she would have hated him because she hated other dogs. She hated Mochi, which shout out Mochi. Mochi's also featured here. Oh, how rude of me to just gloss over Mochi, because Mochi we got in 2020 on Maisie's 15th or 16th birthday. 15th birthday. 13th birthday? I don't know. 15th? I honestly don't know. I think 15th. But sweet old Mochi is a Bichon Shih Tzu. Anyways, Maisie didn't like other dogs. It was for the better that she never met Ollie. Ollie would be a completely different dog now. And it's just for the better. Everything happens for a reason. And we got Ollie 2 weeks later, and he was 4 pounds, and now he's 50, and he's the sweetest boy ever. Never have heard him growl at another dog. Never has he like tried to bite or be aggressive, and he's just a very good listener. And I just work so hard on training him, and it's so great to see the results, honestly. Because Mochi and Maisie are like questionably trained. So I worked really, really hard on training Ollie, and it's just great to see the results, honestly. um and not to toot my own horn, I'm just a behavior analyst, so I am on top of behavior, and it would have been a disservice if I had gotten a dog like a golden doodle, especially, that ends up being 50 pounds and it's not well trained. Like, what would I be doing here? Like, let's be serious. So I love all these extra Ollie stickers I threw in. I love Oliver to death. I love Mochi to death. I love Jack, Maggie, Scarlet, Maisie, all the doggos to death. They're all great. We love dogs. Jake and I will always have a dog. We're big dog people. We're going to get a second dog eventually, but we want a human baby first before another fur baby. So, and we can't have them all at once. So, it is what it is. But Ollie is now 3, Mochi is now 4, and all the other doggos featured in this page are now angel doggies. But yeah, that is pretty much it. This page is definitely done. And I don't know if I said, but Ollie came home in September, so that's him looking like a little baby in September. So that is it for the doggos page, as well as all the other pages. Like I said, I will hopefully have other parts to this, so definitely let me know if you guys want to see more. I hope you enjoyed this different kind of video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!